Hello and welcome back to my craft room. I have a very exciting package to open, and I think this is going to be just the beginning of a video where I'm going to go in and make the project that comes out of this box. You'll see, it'll make sense in a minute. So my good friend Sue, double O Sue we call her, because she spells her name S-O-O, S-O-O. She's Sue Matthews Art here on YouTube. I will leave a link to her, of course. Sue's also in our Discord community and Facebook group, and she's a wonderful artist. She does beautiful Zentangle pieces, and she also does fabric projects. She does all kinds of things. Do check out her channel. She's got lots of fun, inspiring ideas on there. Now, last year, coming up this time last year, I think it was mid-November actually, Tom and I went to Leeds, and we met up with a small group of our friends here in the community, and we all got together in Sue's beautiful studio. She set up a lovely day for us, and you know, it was just so lovely to get together with everybody, and so generous of her to host us like that. It was really, really lovely. And while we were there, she showed me how to make, and this is the one I made while I was there, how to make one of these beautiful, I'm going to go to the desk because you'll see it better, one of these beautiful no-sew baubles. It's just little folded, I think it was 2.5 inch squares, was it 2 inch, 2.5 inch I think, squares of fabrics. She had them all cut up there ready. I could pick which ones I wanted, and you just pin them into a polystyrene ball and finish them with a ribbon, and it was so satisfying to do. There are different designs of them that you can do. You had to be careful, but it's the kind of careful that I really enjoy, and it's so satisfying. Such a lovely way to use small scraps of fabric. It's much easier to do than I thought it was going to be. So coming back up here again, as I'm recording this, next week I'm away for 3 days on a little crafting jolly with a very good friend of mine, Trina. We worked together for some years. I retired back in 2020. She's still working at the moment. I'm looking forward to when she retires too, so we can have more time crafting together. And one of the things that brought us together apart from work was our love of different kinds of crafts. We used to do scrapbooking. We've done all kinds of things together. So I thought it'd be nice to take a little gift, a little crafting gift that we could do together while we're away. We've got a little Airbnb cottage in a lovely part of Norfolk, not very far away from us, but very different from home, very beautiful, far away from everything. A few days just chilling out, catching up because we haven't seen each other for a while, and just doing a lot of eating, drinking and chatting basically while we craft. So I remembered that how much I'd enjoyed this, and I think Trina would really enjoy it too. And I think these things, although people do make them for Christmas, I've got my little white branch tree. I think they look lovely all times of year, don't they? There's no reason why you couldn't make them for special birthdays or weddings or any occasion really. I think they're so beautiful. I've completely forgotten what they're called. So I remembered about Sue showing me how to do this project, and on Sue's channel, one of the things she's got is a playlist showing you how to make this from start to finish, from cutting the fabrics right through everything you need. So I thought, well, it's a bit cheeky to ask, but I know Sue would know exactly what I need, and we'll probably have the right kinds of fabrics and stuff, maybe even already cut up. I'm going to be really cheeky and ask her if she could make me up a couple of kits, which I'd be very happy to pay for, and as a nice little gift for my friend. And then we can follow along with Sue's, we can be working on them while we've got Sue's videos playing when we're away at our little cottage. So I asked her, and I felt a bit sort of cheeky asking her, said, you must say no if it's too much trouble, and maybe you could give me a little list of what I would need to put into a kit, because I've already got the fabrics. I could probably find fabrics, and I might even have the polystyrene balls. So I'm just not sure what to put together and how much I need. And as luck would have it, she said, you'll never believe it, I have just been making up some kits. So she hasn't told me yet, but I've said to her, if you've got a link, if you're selling the kits, let me know, and I'll put a link so that you can get hold of some of Sue's kits if you like. Of course I will link to her playlist as well, so you can see how to make these beautiful things. So she's sent these already. I can't believe it. All I've done is take the outer packing off. I've no idea what's inside. So shall we go in together and have a look? I'm so excited about this. And this won't spoil the surprise for my friend, because I'm just going to make this the beginning of the video, and then maybe I'll be able to take a little tiny snippet of footage while we're away that I can slot in with us working on them, and come back and show you how they turned out. I won't bother showing you how to do it, because you can go and watch Sue's videos and have it explained properly. But yeah, she makes all sorts of things. So she also made me this. Hang on. This cute little bag, a little rice bag. I keep it's tatting and stuff in this one, I think. Hang on. Yeah, I keep my tatting supplies in there. They make lovely little project bags, these. Okay. I think she might have put 2 separate kits in there, or maybe I've got to open them now. It'll still be a surprise for Trina. So, I've got... Wow! Oh my word! So the other thing... Oh, hang on, I've got to come back again now. The other thing Sue does a lot of, and beautifully, is bookbinding. And she's just sent me one of her hand-bound books. I can't believe it. Look! It's this kind of leather. That can't be real leather. I don't know what it is, but it feels and looks like leather, but it's probably a faux leather. Look at it now. I don't know what this, but she does all kinds of different binding stitches. It's so impressive. Look at that. Oh, and let's make a lovely little journal. Maybe I'll take it away with me when we go on our jolly. Make a lovely little kind of daily journal or sketchbook. How beautiful. Oh, Sue, thank you. What an unexpected bonus. How lovely. Oh. So, here we go. These must be the little kits. Oh, I'm so excited. And I'm assuming if Sue was making kits up, I don't know yet. Once by the time this video goes out, I will know, and I'll put an update here on the screen and any relevant links in the description box. I'm assuming if Sue was making kits up, she must going to be putting them for sale somewhere. I did say to her at one point, it's the kind of thing I'd sign up for a monthly subscription for, one of these baubles. Definitely. I'm going to look at it. I'm going to, and then I will tape it up again so that Trina and I can open them together too. But I want to just show you, before we start messing with them, I want to show you what's inside. How lovely. What a cute little box. Such a cute box shape. Oh. And this is Sue's little label, Sweetie Owl Crafts. What I'm going to do is take you for... I can't find Sue on Etsy or anything, so I'm going to have to check out a link later after I've recorded this. Hopefully I'll hear back from her. But let me just show you a quick look at her YouTube channel. You can see the kind of thing, she's so varied, the kind of thing she does. Here we go. So she's Sue Matthews, spelled S-O-O. This is all her playlist. So this is the Pass the Box doll. You might have seen the Pass the Box doll that I did. I need to catch up on people's Pass the Box dolls, actually. I might have missed some. But yeah, you can see she's got playlists here. There's one for Abstractuary. I think it was Tori doing that. Tangular Day, Burbfest. She does all sorts of things. She does Inktober, watercolour, Zentangle. She does inking. She does all kinds of things. She does scaller boxes as well. I'm trying to find the playlist for the baubles. I'll find it after, and I will link to it here. Yeah, you can see the huge variety of things that she does. Keyhole bookbinding with African wax cotton cover and cardi paper. Yeah, huge variety. Well worth checking her out for inspiration. And it looks like she's just about to hit her first 1,000 members as well. So yeah, if you're watching this, pop over and subscribe and show her some love. Give her some encouragement, because she really deserves it. She also does a lot of work with the brownies. She works with the brownies, doing crafts and things with them and going off on little adventures with them. So yeah. Anyway, should we get back to this exciting thing? So love her little label, Sweetie Owl Crafts. Let's have a look at this and let's see if I can do it without... Try and remember how it goes in. So this will be the ribbon to go around the middle and hang it up with, I'm guessing. look, this will be the, let's not open these upside down. Oh look, this is all the pins in a tiny gorgeous matchbox, which I can't open. I'm not going to do it because I'm afraid of pulling them out. Lots and lots and lots of pins there. There's more ribbon here. Maybe it's so you can choose whichever colour you like, depending on, you know, what you want to coordinate with. There's a long piece of ribbon there. That's probably the hanging one. So maybe these are all options for going around the middle. And this is the hanging one. Then we've got the essential polystyrene ball. Oh look, there's a bonus. Look, a beautiful thimble. How pretty is that? You do, of course, you are pushing pins in a lot, so I guess, yeah, maybe that is a really good idea. It looks like it's adjustable. I'll give it a go. I'm still yet to find a thimble I can get on with, but maybe for this, maybe. Yeah, beautiful. It's an unexpected bonus. And look, let's look at the fabrics. I'm trying to not mess everything up. Oh, I love this. Trina's going to love it too. Look at these colours. So you need a certain amount for each kind of layer. Of the same, I suppose it wouldn't necessarily need to be the same pattern, but it would need to be the same kind of colour and tonal value to give these kind of areas, make these kind of stripes of you know, rows of points here. So she'll know exactly how many of each that you need. It looks like loads, doesn't it? Maybe it's more than you need. Oh, what? She's put some of these beautiful pins in as well. These will be for going around the centre, I believe. But we'll find out when we watch the thing. The videos. Oh, some lovely kind of satiny type fabric here, like almost like a raw silk looking. Lovely little cotton prints. So pretty, so pretty. That one's the kind of a satiny finish again. And a lovely little check. How gorgeous! What a fabulous colour combination, isn't it? Those are beautiful. So let me see if I can get it in a pretty way again. Oh, what a lovely little gift this would make for someone. Get goosebumps just thinking about it. So I wish at this point I can't tell you, because Sue, bless her, just sent this when I asked. My barefaced cheek just asked her to make me up some kits. Not realising what an amazing coincidence, isn't it? What an amazing coincidence that she had been making some up anyway. But so at the moment I don't know how much they are. That is such a lovely gift idea, and backed up with the, you know, detailed instructions that she puts in her videos. She explains everything really nice and clearly. It's all nicely filmed, you know. So is this going to be a different colour? Yes, it is. Oh, I can let Trina choose whichever one she likes. So we've got, I love that she's putting in the thimble. That's a nice little touch. A box of pins. She said she'd been weighing the pins out. And then we've got, again, choices of ribbon. So you could choose whichever one you want to go around the centre, and this will be the hanging one. We've got, obviously, the polystyrene ball. And this one's a mixture of... Oh, lovely. I think Trina will love this too. I would love either. I'm happy for Trina to choose, and I'm happy to get whichever one. Any of these. Look at these lovely little prints. So sweet. And the decorative pins again for finishing off. Look at these, aren't they lovely? It's nice to have some plainer as well to set off all the patterns. They are blooming gorgeous. What I'll do is I'll take a photo of these, I think, when we open them, and some photos of our progress, maybe a little bit of footage, Isn't that beautiful? Beautiful. And then you can choose either to pick up the cream for the centre or the orange. Both would look nice. It's nice to be given the option. And that for the hanging. Gorgeous, beautifully put together. I'm well impressed, Sue. Well impressed. The kind of thing I would buy either for myself or, yeah, not lovely idea for a gift as well. Yeah. Oh, lovely. That'll be a nice little afternoon. Because this one that Sue showed me how to make, I did it in the afternoon because we were doing other things in the morning. So this was only sort of, I mean, we were chatting and stuff as well, so it's hard to say. I was probably doing it on and off for a couple of hours, maybe 3 hours, but then stopping and having lunch and doing other things. And yeah, I've never actually ended up hanging, but adding the hanging ribbon. I've got it sat in on top of a pot thing, so it's displayed like that, which looks quite pretty as well. I'm very impressed with those. Lovely presentation. These little boxes are just perfect. Thank you so much for the beautiful book as well. I'm going to message Sue now, see if I can ascertain where you can get hold of these if you would like to, assuming that she's making them for sale. I imagine it'll be very limited numbers as she is. Probably reasonably light to send, so I don't know if she's going to be sending abroad. Anyway, I will come back. I will definitely let you know later in this video and put links in the description box. Oh, what a lovely bonus to have this beautiful handbound book. So lovely. Oh, very special. Okay, I'm not going to finish this video now. I'm going to pass on to my future self and show you how we got on at our crafty cottage, me and Trina, and hopefully come back and show you what I've made anyway, and a photo of what Trina made. It'll be a lovely little keepsake of our trip as well, so that's really good. Okay, see you in a bit. Hello, well, I'm back from our little jolly away by the sea. My friend Trina and I had the most amazing time. One of the things we really enjoyed doing was the little no-sew baubles from the kits that Sue sent. So I thought I'm going to slot in here some pictures of which I took on the evening that we were working on these. We both finished our baubles. I did mine on the first evening. Trina just finished hers off the next day. We were both chuffed to bits with the results. Not absolutely perfect, not quite as perfectly done as Sue does hers, but yeah, we're thrilled to bits with the results. I'll show you my actual bauble that I made in a minute, and I'll just slot some pictures in here of that evening where we were playing. So yeah, you can see we had a great time with them, and now I'm just going to quickly show you the my finished bauble. So here's the one that I'd already made with Sue that time back last year, and here's the one I made this time. So this time I didn't do both sides exactly the same. I varied it up a bit, and I was quite interested folding this fabric in different ways to get different effects, like Sue explains in one of her videos. Yeah, well chuffed with this. It isn't absolutely perfect. I can slightly see a pin there. There's a little slight bit of gappage, but you know, nothing anyone else is going to notice really. Well chuffed with that. The thing I haven't done yet is put the hanging ribbons on. I couldn't make up my mind how to do it. But Sue does explain all that in her videos as well. I've got lots left. I've got these pins here, which I'll use one of them at least for doing the hanging ribbon. I've got all of this left. I think I've got another one of these polystyrene balls tucked away somewhere, so I'm going to try and get another one out of it. I've got quite a few pins left still. Let me just see. You do use quite a lot of pins, but that's probably enough to do another one. You can always add in a few. Oh, there's more of those. We did find the thimbles quite handy because your finger or thumb or whatever you use does get a little bit sore if you're doing a lot of this at one time. So love this little label. So there's a choice of different ways that are different kinds of different bands I could have chosen that all would have coordinated, whether I wanted to bring out the pink or the cream, the sort of off-white, or the purple. At the moment I've chosen the purple, but I could change my mind. And then I could make a big frou-frou bow to hang it up with. I just haven't quite decided how I want to hang it, or even if I want to hang it. Yeah, you know, it looks quite nice just stood on a shelf like that as well. So yeah, absolutely thrilled to bits with these. Had a marvellous time making them. And yeah, thanks very much, Sue. I've just messaged Sue just to say, look, I'm going to make this little video. Let me just, I just might as well set up a little thumbnail here. Yeah, I've just messaged Sue just to say I'm going to make a little video. Have you got these for sale yet? In which case I will, if she comes back with a yes, I will put a link in the description box. You can find Sue in our Discord community. There's definitely a link to that in my description box. So yeah, if she hasn't got them for sale yet, you can join me in Discord in nagging her into into doing it. Let's get my mouse out of the way. We don't need that in the thumbnail. I think this should just be a lovely little treat for yourself. Really nice thing to do with a friend like we did over last weekend, or just a lovely present. Just just the box kit would make a lovely gift for someone who likes crafting and things. So yeah, really enjoyed it. And there are lots of different patterns that Sue talks about that you can do as well. We stuck to this pattern because it's kind of what I already knew, what I'd made before, so we could use this as a guide as well as following along with Sue's videos. Is that good enough for a thumbnail? I think it is. Thanks very much, Sue, for those. I do hope you have got them up for sale now. I'm sure they're going to be very popular, and definitely a thing that I would get again as a present for a friend or just to myself. Okay, I have got lots of fabric. I could cut the squares myself. I really hate accurate cutting like that. And it was a real treat to have beautifully accurately cut squares of fabric all coordinating. It's a real treat. Thanks very much for joining me, and thanks again to Sue for sending those little kits. They're brilliant. Okay, thanks again, and I will see you again really soon. Bye.